Good morning. I'm just about to meet a client from Hong Kong, but first let me finish my morning coffee. Let's go. Before I start, a couple of words about my client. He just flew in last week from Hong Kong. We're gonna meet him at the Grand Hyatt at Potsdamer Platz because I sold his apartment last year in Berlin Mitte. So hop on. So now I'm at the Grand Hyatt and I will join my client up in his suite. First of all, Mark, thank you very much for having me here in Berlin. You're back in Berlin, right? Every now and then. It's very nice to meet again. And how do you actually live in Hong Kong?
Today, I live in an apartment. Okay, I have been living in the same apartment now for, almost 30 years.
How different, or what do you feel is the major difference between the two real estate markets, like Hong Kong versus Berlin? Of course, the prices in Hong Kong.
Most distinctive is the price.
Yeah.
When I bought the first property, the Berlinstrasse apartment, I bought it for around 3,700 euro per square meter. And at that price, I can tell you, you can't buy anything in Hong Kong.
Okay.
Today, you can't buy anything at all. In Hong Kong, when people suddenly have money, instead of putting it in the bank, they say, oh, well, why don't I just buy a property? Even though they know they have to sell the property next year. It is quite common for someone to buy a property and sell it in 2 years and buy again and sell it again.
How difficult is it for a foreigner to buy property in Hong Kong?
No problem.
You
Money.
just have to,
you have the money,
have to come
you buy
and
it.
have
Oh
the,
yes,
the
you
money.
bring your money in, you buy a property. But it's very fast because you show me an apartment, I buy it tomorrow.
Yeah, okay.
There's no hassling, very fast.
The number of transactions is quite
because
high.
we are not really, a lot of the property transaction is not really you want to live in. Okay, it's basically like buying stock. Do I buy shares of BMW or do I buy the shares of Daimler Chrysler?
Yeah.
So, oh, this one has gone up, or this one is still below average, I buy this one. Finish.
Quick.
It's a decision of a few minutes. In 3 hours, they sell 300-400 apartments. Average price maybe 1 million euro.
Wow. The real estate agencies, how do they work? The real estate agents, also in terms of, for example, who pays the commission? Is it a buyer's commission or is it a seller's commission?
It is always by negotiation.
Everything.
Everything is by negotiation. And sometimes you say, oh, I'm prepared to sell this property. You find me a buyer, but I'm not prepared to pay you. The buyer will have to pay you.
Okay.
You can negotiate. The Hong Kong real estate agencies are very big. There are lots of them are quoted companies. That means they're big enough to be listed on the stock exchange. The biggest one has a market capitalization of about the equivalent of 40 billion euro.
Wow.
Real estate company.
Yeah.
The most expensive property transaction is about 100,000 euro per square meter. It is very expensive, but actually it's not that luxurious. Here in Germany, you have the luxury of space. We don't have the luxury of space. Our apartment is very small.
Do you define space as a luxury?
Space is always an attribute of luxury. In Germany, you have a lot of space. In Berlin, space is not so expensive. Even very rich people in Hong Kong live in very small space, which by a lot of Western standard, you will not consider them to be luxurious.
So thank you very much that we had the time to chat, and hope to see you very soon again in Berlin. That was an interesting cultural exchange in terms of luxury and real estate in Hong Kong and Berlin. There's more to come.